Hello everybody, it's Thomas J. Barkowski coming back at you with some more Proquest 3 practice on Talishar. I'm using Oldhim. Let's see, this first one here was looking for a game against Oldhim. I clicked on it, but it was already full, so I jumped into another game. And we have for Bravo. So Bravo likes to swing big, so I'm going to take out the Winter's Whale, I'm going to take off the shield, I'm going to go Sledge, and the idea here is I swing using 2 cards, and I block with 2 cards. I swing with 2 I used to, unless I get some crazy hand like a Spinal Crush or Endless Winter, and we can do some crazy stuff, maybe a Zealous Belting into a Command and Conquer, or even into the Sledge. So first off, we see we have an interesting loadout here. They got Mage Master boots, they have the Seismic Surge chest piece, and the Royal Crown Dominion, so they have a piece of gold. And so what do? I start off with that Spinal Crush there. He's elected to go first, so I blocked out and then hit him with the Spinal Crush. He blocked out, and then we're just going to go back and forth here. I'm trying to figure out what to block with. This is an aggressive Oldhim build, so it's okay to trade damage back and forth, and then once you get down to the late game, it's very efficient with the with Crown and all of the Oldhim Ice D reacts. Let's see, I threw the staunches. I have 3 red staunches in the sideboard. I threw them in the main board. That's for my Guardian matches, and it's also for my Dorinthia matches. So he's coming in with a 7 Dominate. Luckily I have that staunch response, so I can pitch a blue to block 7. And then I'm going to Ice React to put a card back on his deck, because I'm hoping he doesn't have the resources to swing Anathos, but he did have the resources to swing Anathos. So I got that floating resource. So Crown, block 3, take 2 damage there. 1 card, can't do anything really with it. Oh, I guess we have that Tunic counter. Tunic resource, so we can get to swing it for 6, get a card out of hand. See, he's swinging 4, so 4 is not much. We could just straight take that, and then yeah, we're going to tear us under into our Sledge. 7 Dominate. If it hits, they got to discard 2. This is when they start doing all their life gain, their Blessing of Deliverances. They're doing a lot of Seismic Surge, drawing the card, making a Surge token, Blessing. So we're just going to trade damage back and forth here. I'm trying to figure out how he played the Tome from Arsenal and then got Go Again to swing his Anathos, but I didn't realize he popped his Mage Master boots, which gave his first non-attack action Go Again. So then we block it a little bit and then we swing back. Trying to figure out my play here. Looking back at it, I probably should have took these Outmuscles out. Outmuscle has Go Again if they don't block with the card with the same attack or higher, but since it's another Guardian, they're going to have a lot of big attacks, a lot of poppers. So it's going to be really hard to play that card and get Go Again, so I probably should have took that out of the main board when I was sideboarding, but I didn't think about it at the time. Alright, he's coming in 6 Dominate. So I blocked 3 there, so he doesn't put a -1 counter on my equipment. And then I swing for 7. That's my best play there. I thought that was my best play. I could have swung both those cards for Sledge 6, or one of those cards for Outmuscle for 6, but then I, go 7. Still have my arsenal. He swings his Anathos again. Coming in for 6. Looks like we can crack brack pretty well. I'm trying to debate here if I want to Tunic into Crown and hope I pulled a Ice card. But I already went to blocking, so I just block instead. Even though I could have just not blocked, and then once we went to reactions, I could have Tunic into Crown and hope I pulled the Ice card. Took 6 to the face, and then hopefully swung an Endless Winter Fused. But we don't know what we would have drawn there, so we just blocked 3. And then we swing the Endless Winter Unfused. Wish I had a Pummel in Arsenal, but I don't. He totally blocks out. He's going to swing back with Anathos. I got another staunch, so we're probably going to keep that for a second. We use the Tunic there to activate Crown. And then now we have that Zealous Belting gets go again because we pitch Macho Grande. Grande has more attack. And then we can swing the Sledge. And we still have our Staunch Response to put into our arsenal. One extra card, that's okay because the blue, we can use that for the Staunch, so I don't mind that. He throws in Cash Out to get rid of his gold. Draw 2 cards. And then the only thing he can do with that is swing Anathos for 6. Alright, so then he goes to Pummel It, that's fine, that goes up to 10. I have the Staunch, I can pay 6 resources to push Staunch defense up to 10. So nothing hits. Unfortunately, I only have 2 resources, so I can't swing back, but I can put that Staunch or that Oasis into Arsenal for future. So I got the Staunch in there. Big hand here, I'm expecting something big. We know he's got a Spinal Crush and a Thunderquake. Instead he does Anathos, so I Oasis that. He pummels it. I have the second Oasis, so I block out 8, taking no damage. And now I have 4 cards to swing back at him. So we can Sledge. Oh, no, we blocked her. That's fine, playing a more little defensive route. I have the lead, I feel like I have tempo, I feel like I have the better deck. And I have more cards in my deck, so I feel like I can fatigue this one out if I have to. I don't have to take 10 to the face to give him back 10 or 12. So we're just kind of playing this one nice and slow. Actually a really good game, really fun game. Deciding here to block out, and then unfortunately he had to leave, so he conceded, and that's the end of the match.